Hello. This is a little demonstration for my students in my class in composition, beginning composition at the music connection. And it's sort of a little demonstration, which I'll do in a few, like two or three different videos, to show you the process of how, without not a lot of composing experience, you can start to generate ideas. And in order to do that today, what I thought it would be fun to write a little rhythm of some sort. Not terribly long, like maybe 6 measures. And show you a way here of things that you can do to do that. And one way, of course, is to remember the various rhythmic and rest values that we've gotten familiar with over the semester, and to put a few of those down on short little pieces of paper and to generate ideas from them. So, for example, we've dealt with quarter notes and quarter rests. We've dealt with eighth notes and eighth rests. And we've also dealt with half notes and half rests. So let's restrict ourselves to those and come up with 6 different patterns using those things. Okay, so let's, for example, let's start with the following combination of a quarter note followed by a quarter rest, looking like that. A quarter note and a quarter rest. Okay, let's do that. And then let's ball that up and put it in a plastic container. Find one in your kitchen or wherever you can find one. Okay, now let's also think of, how about 2 eighth notes and a quarter rest? Okay, 2 eighth notes. Put those down on one of your little sheets of paper, like so. Quarter note, eighth and 2 eighth notes, or in this case, 2 eighth notes and a quarter. Ball that up and throw it in your container. All right, now the next one. Let's think, how about a quarter rest and 2 eighth notes? Okay, quarter rest and followed by 2 eighth notes. Okay, put that down on a sheet of paper like that. Crumple it up, throw it in your container. Okay, we need 3 more. How about a half note? Yeah, a half note would be good. So put down a half note on a piece of paper, crumple that up, and half note. Then let's do, how about 3 eighth notes? Yeah, 3 eighth notes and an eighth rest. So 3 eighth notes. Yeah, sorry. 3 eighth notes. I never do everything perfectly the first time. Just not in my nature to do that. So 3 eighth notes followed by an eighth rest. Okay, crumple that up, and then just for fun, let's say how about a quarter rest followed by a quarter note, like so. Okay, so you've got 6 different rhythms written down on 6 different pieces of balled up paper in a little container of some sort. And then take those, shake them up real good, and then grab yourself a sheet of paper. Right now I'm going to use one of my boards to generate this rhythm, or to write it down rather. And let's see, Do I have the right kind of marker? Of course, I don't have the right kind of marker. I'll be right back. Never have the right kind of marker. All right, here we go. Here's one, an erasable marker. Sorry about that. Okay, so what else is new? All right, let's reach into our container and pull out one of the sheets of paper. Sheets of paper. And what you have on that is, got there is a quarter rest and 2/8 notes. So let's set up our page with a percussion clef and 2/4. And in your first measure, in your first measure, you're going to have a quarter rest followed by 2/8 notes. All right, and then you write that down on your sheet of paper like that, paper or a board, whatever, and then reach in again and pick up another sheet of paper. Okay, this one is a quarter note and a quarter rest. Okay, quarter note and a quarter rest. Okay, like so. Quarter note, quarter rest. Okay. Now, for your third measure, see what we're going to have for our third measure. Our third measure, I pulled out our half note, which, of course, you're not going to be able to see her. But that's, believe it or not, that's the half note. Okay, so in your third measure, you're going to have a half note. Your fourth measure, let's see what your fourth measure is going to have. Oh, okay. This one is 2/8 notes and a quarter. Two-eighth notes and a quarter. And then that will be followed by, in the fifth measure, you've got a quarter rest and a quarter note. Quarter rest and quarter note, like so. And then finally, I guess I'm going to need two systems for this, but that's okay. All right, and then your final rhythm, and I'll do this on a second system here. Your last one is going to be 2/8 notes and another 1/8 note followed by an 1/8 rest. So, you've now generated a 6 measures of rhythm. Very simply and very easily, and so you now have 6 measures of a rhythm that you can write down and you can play back. And I will use my handy dandy copy of my notation package here, and let's see what this sounds like. All right, so we want a quarter rest and a quarter note. And then you want, pardon me, sorry, that's the first one is actually 2/8 notes. Quarter note, quarter rest, and 2/8 notes. Okay, followed by, in the next measure, you have a quarter note, followed by a quarter rest. Quarter rest. And then your third measure, we had a half note. And then we had our 2/8 notes. Oops. Want to do that. 2/8 notes and a quarter note. And followed by in the fifth measure, we'll have our quarter rest and quarter note. Quarter rest and quarter note, and then finally 3/8 notes followed by an eighth rest. Just put this together here. I'm using a notation software package known as Finale to do this. Okay, so that gives us our little rhythm. And let me hear what that'll sound like after I get it cooperating. That will sound like this. Add a dynamic to it. Right now, how about a quadruple fortissimo? And it will sound like this. Oh, stop. Just hang on a second. I forgot to do something here. Sorry about that. I need to turn everything up. Sorry about that. All right, and what that will sound like is this. Okay, so there's a little rhythm. Let me turn my fan down. That might help too. So let's play it again without the fans in the background. Maybe hear a little bit better. But now you've got a little rhythm that you didn't have before, and it sounds like this. Okay, so there's a little rhythm. Not terribly long, not terribly, but yeah, so there's a way of generating a six-measure rhythm that you can add to or you can change in any way you like. Okay, I hope that was clear what I did, and maybe some of you might like to try this at home. All right, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.